godly brothers, but in case you hadn't, here's a reminder.
Thor, the Norse god of thunder, was the strongest of Odin's sons. He was brave and selfless, often battling to defend those that could not protect themselves, though he was hit hardest by the costume budget.
Though powerful enough on his own, though powerful enough on his own, he was never as strong as when he wielded Mjolnir, his magical hammer, able to make its user defeat any foe.
Then there was Loki, god of fire and a proficient trickster. Though he was actually adopted, he was raised as one of Odin's own children.
That didn't stop him bringing about the end of the world during Ragnarok.
Spoilers! This story is one long before the Avengers and Thanos.
Somehow before Stan Lee was even born.
This is a story of the Marriage of Thor.
To Natalie Portman.
No, she means to Lady Sif, like in the original Norse mythology.
Still pretty fair.
Actually, no. I'm talking about the other time he got married. Thor woke up one morning to find that somebody had stolen Mjolnir, the magical warhammer that the dwarfs Brook and Effie had made.
His first thought was that his trickster brother Loki was the one responsible, so he went to confront him.
Loki! Thor!
See, I can yell too.
I don't have time for your games. Where is Mjolnir?
What, that stupid hammer you're always brandishing about? I've no idea.
It's not stupid. It's the most powerful weapon in all the 9 realms, and it's exactly what you would use to destroy Midgard.
Midgard was what the Norse gods used to call Earth.
No, hammers aren't really my style, brother. I prefer scepters.
That's true. So where is it?
Well, I'm not sure, but I have an idea who might know. Loki flew to the realm of the giants, Jotunheim, to talk to Thrym.
Thrym was the leader of the Frost Giants. What he lacked in brains, he made up for in brute strength.
Loki! What are you doing in Jotunheim?
Why does everyone insist on yelling my name today? You know we're in a museum, don't you?
Suspension of disbelief!
What's that when it's at home?
Well, it's,
It's
the thing with the,
well, Ben, you know.
Ben, Google.
Yeah.
Google.
Suspension of disbelief, you know what that means. Suspension of disbelief or willing suspense of disbelief is a term coined in 1817 by
Blah, 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 blah.
suggested that if a writer could infuse a human interest in pretending.
Okay, pretend, yeah, right, okay. O mighty Thrym, wise and powerful ruler of the Frost Giants, I have come to seek your counsel. I am on a long and arduous quest to recover my brother's lost hammer, Mjolnir. It may take years.
I have it.
You what?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, well, that was easy enough. Let's have it back then.
Oh, no, you won't. And don't even think about getting that oafish brother of yours, Thor, to come down here and beat it out of me, because it's very well hidden. You could search the 9 realms for centuries, and you'd never find it.
I don't understand. If you went to all the trouble of stealing and hiding the thing, why would you tell me where it is?
Because I plan to give it back.
Come again.
I plan to give it back. But first, I want something from you.
Well, if I have something you want, why didn't you just steal that?
Because it's something that must be given willingly.
Go on then, explain.
I want to marry Freya, for she is the most beautiful of all the gods.
And the easiest.
Yeah, that too.
Freya was well known for being the most promiscuous of the gods. She'd been with elves to humans and even one wild night with a group of dwarves.
Very well, O mighty Thrym, I shall return to Asgard and fetch her for you.
Freya? But she was the most beautiful of all Asgardian gods. There is no way they could get her to marry that thing.
I can still hear you, you know.
So Loki made his way back to Thor and explained the situation.
The 2 brothers went to see Freya to try and convince her to go with them to Jotunheim and marry Thrym.
Not a chance.
Please, Freya! Imagine the chaos of her attack and I don't have Mjolnir by my side.
Yes, I might accidentally release a giant wolf that leads to the end of the world and eats Odin.
Spoilers!
Right, fine, yeah.
I do have standards, you know.
Do you?
Yes, and there is no way I'm going to be with that big, stupid, hairy oaf.
So, Freya, who wasn't even that hot anyway, and actually closely resembled a kraken there, shriveled up in the sun and...
It's a nun. It's all right. You okay?
No, I'm fine.
All right?
I'm fine.
You get to carry on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Go.
So Freya refused, but all was not lost. Loki, who was a master of trickery and disguise, hatched a plot so cunning that it has an honorary degree in trickery from Oxford University.
The plan was to disguise Thor as Freya and get Thrym to marry him instead.
Here, put these on, and they will disguise you as Freya.
Now, this is one of those real moments of suspension of disbelief, because unfortunately we don't have the same costume budget as Asgardian gods do.
You're telling me.
Just pretend he looks pretty.
How do I look?
Yeah, we're
Great.
This was worth it just to see my brother look like such an idiot.
Loki was so confident in his brilliant plan that he volunteered to go dressed as a bridesmaid.
What? No, I didn't. What? Oh, come on. Fine.
With their two costumes complete.
Give me a minute.
With their two costumes semi-complete. More complete.
Yeah.
Now fully complete.
there.
The brothers race to Jotunheim to retrieve Mjolnir.
You have to wear a skirt.
They're quite comfortable.
Thrym and the other giants welcomed them with an enormous feast. Well, I say enormous, but that wasn't accounting for the monstrous appetites that Asgardians possess.
During the feast, Thrym and the other giants were astonished to find that the bride ate a whole ox, 8 salmons, and drank 3 large tankards of mead.
What's going on? I thought Freya was meant to be a lady. She swallowed that ox without chewing.
Freya has been so nervous that she hasn't been able to eat anything for 8 days since she found out that she was going to marry the King of Giants.
Well, I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah.
Thrym tried to kiss his new bride under the veil.
No.
Thrym tried to kiss his new bride under the veil.
It really matters.
As the beast peered through the bride's veil, he was taken aback by the burning intensity of her red eyes. Again, Loki made some silly excuse.
Yes, Freya has not been able to sleep for the last 8 nights because she's been so eager about your marriage.
8 nights. I only told you about it 5 minutes ago.
Suspension of disbelief.
Okay.
A giantess, who was Thrym's sister, came and demanded a gold ring from the bride if she was going to marry her brother. You're playing a new character now, hurry up.
Yeah, I get it. He just said it.
Very well, but only on the condition that you show me Mjolnir.
Oh, there'll be plenty of time for that, my dear, after the wedding night.
No, that would be good.
Thrym, I think what Freya's trying to say is that she'd like to see some proof that you, in all your mighty wisdom, managed to outsmart that buffoon Thor!
You're making me angry. You wouldn't like it when I'm angry.
Oh, really? Did you really just say that?
I've been in the comics since the 60s. I deserve a catchphrase.
Stealing someone else's isn't going to help you, Mewling Quinn.
Guys, can we get on with it? It's nearly done and we've still got another one of these to do.
Yes, fine. Yeah. Thrym went and fetched Mjolnir and handed it to his bride.
When Thor recognized his hammer, he was exalted for having recovered it. With Mjolnir in his hands, he struck down Thrym. Oh!
Sucks to be you.
Yeah, well, he then struck down all the giants in the hall, including Thrym's sister.
Come on!
And he continued to hit her when she was down.
No. But then Thor realised that he'd forgotten to kill off Thrym.
Oh, what? No.
And beat him harder.
This really hurts.
So that's how Thor became a widower after less than a day of marriage.
I always thought Norse stories were full of battles, death, and glory.
No, they're kind of messed up and some of them are really funny.
A goddess once turned her 4 sons into oxen so they could plough her fields.
But another goddess once changed into a walnut so she could escape captivity.
A god and goddess were born through a giant's armpit sweat.
Freya once slept with 4 dwarves in order to possess a necklace.
But I still wasn't willing to marry you.
Yeah, but... I'm a frost giant, and even I find that cold.
Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd like... If you'd like to know more about Don't Hate the Players Theatre Company, please come and speak to one of us and come and get a card from us. Yeah, thank you for watching.
Cheers.